I'll do the damn show, but I'm not gonna be some happy-go-lucky guy the whole time, all right? I said I'll do the show, okay? But I'm pissed, and you know I'm pissed. And I told you I didn't want to do this today, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I care about my audience. And I'm not gonna. It's gonna be quick about it because I got chicken wings to pick up at Applebee's, all right? And I'm serious. All right, hey people, how you doing? Look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I am fucking pissed, and I'm not gonna be my usual happy self today because like I said, I'm pissed, and I'm just sick and tired of the fucking liberals lately. But there's one particular liberal that I'm especially pissed about, and you guys know him. And I say, well, he's the guy that I think is probably the most damaging to America. And who is he? Bill Nye, the fucking science guy. More like Bill Nye, the fucking dumbass guy, because he's a piece of shit, and he's probably the most dangerous person in our country. And I'll tell you why. We all know who he is. That tall, scrawny motherfucker with the dumbass bow tie, and he had that television show for the kids, and that was cool. Whatever. But lately he's been getting on my nerves and been getting on everyone else's nerves, and I don't know how much more I can take of it because he's damn a horrible person. Okay, and he should be ashamed of himself for the rhetoric that he's been spreading to the American public. Okay, first of all, he's a Trump hater. First of all, he hates America, he hates freedom, and he hates guns. And he's always, I'm always seeing him on the fucking the social media, talking about, we need to vote science, vote for the Liberal Party because they believe in science, and climate change is real, and we're all gonna die. And shut the fuck up, idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You had a show, okay, cool. You had a show that was minimally successful, and which it wasn't very successful at all. And he thinks that he has enough influence on us to say this kind of thing. I don't think so. I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with him, and I don't agree with the message he's trying to convey to America, because he's all about climate change and global warming and save the trees. I just have a big fucking middle finger to that, because he's a piece of shit, and I think that he ought to be ashamed of himself, and I think everyone should be speaking up about him, and we really should just we should deport him from the country. He's American, okay, but we should deport him from the country for hating America and spreading lies and deception, and because the whole idea of climate change, that's just a liberal tactic to brainwash us, okay, to brainwash us and to bow down to the fucking liberal assholes all around the country. But I say no, and I see right through his bull, and you know what, I have a hard fucking time believing that he's a goddamn scientist, because first of all, scientists don't wear bow ties, because bow ties are scientifically proven to get you less pussy than a man who doesn't wear bow ties. So I mean, if he was a true scientist, he wouldn't be wearing that dumbass shit, because he's probably hasn't stuck his dick in a woman since 1973, and I stand by that. I don't trust any science, because science always refutes and so-called disproves the word of God. And I'm a true believer in Jesus Christ, and I'm a true believer in the Bible, and I don't need that piece of shit telling me that. Don't listen. He's telling us, he's like, don't listen to religion. Don't listen to Jesus. Listen to science. Listen to these fucking nerds in science coats and lab coats, typing away at their computer and their Bunsen burners and their beakers and filling up with fluids and stuff. I'm not listening to those fucking pussies. Are you kidding me? The person I'm listening to is Jesus. Jesus Christ wasn't a scientist. He was a carpenter. I don't care about him. You know, there's some dumbasses in this country, but I am not one of those dumbasses. And they think, oh, just cause this ass had his own TV show that he knows everything there is about everything. Well, that's not true, because he's an asshole and he doesn't know shit. And I stand by that. I have taken action. Okay? And if some of you are asking, what the f? Some of you are asking, what action have you taken? Well, I tell you what, I wrote that man a letter. And let me take back that word man, because he's not a man, he's a p***, and he's more or less he's a boy, because he's a childish, immature boy that really doesn't know what hit him in the ass, if it hit him in the ass. So I wrote him a letter, a lengthy 2-page letter. It's real life. Look at that. 2 pages of letter for Bill Nye the Science Guy. I spent a lot of time writing this, okay? And I want to share it with you guys because I really think this letter is important. And once it gets to Bill Nye, maybe his eyes will open up and he'll realize what a fucking asshole and dumb piece of shit that he's been these past years. Let me read you this letter because, like I said, I spent a lot of time. Let me read you this letter because I spent a lot of time writing it. And I'll tell you what, English was not my best class in school. I failed miserably, but I managed to write up this letter, and I really am excited to share it with you. So here we go. And just keep in mind, this is going to be in Bill Nye's hands, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'll find a way to get this in his hands. But my God, may the grass in my yard grow when I say Bill Nye will be reading this letter. So what's the letter say? Here we go. Dear Mr. Nye, and I debated whether to even put Mr. Nye because that's pretty formal and that's nice, but I did it because I'm a nice guy. Dear Mr. Nye, hi, how are you? You doing good? Life treating you good? Tell me, how does it feel to be the biggest piece of shit on this planet? I write to you today because I am angry. I am angry at you and all that you stand for. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, sir. Are you ashamed of yourself? Well, you sure should be. You are not only a deceiver and a habitual liar, but you are evil to the core. You might fool the American people with your lies and your scientific rhetoric. I put scientific in quotation marks because I doubt it's even scientific. You might fool the American population with your lies and in your scientific rhetoric, but you do not fool me. No, sir, you do not fool me one bit. I see right through you. Yeah, that's right. I see right through your slimy bow tie wearing ass. You might act all high and mighty because you had your own TV show, but that's the best and only thing you'll ever live up to. You are no scientist. If you're a real scientist, I want you to show me your degree. Show me your fucking degree, Bill Nye. What's that? You can't show me a degree? Of course you can't, because you don't got a fucking degree and you ain't shit. The only degree you have is wearing a dumbass bow tie. And I have had it with your line. I've had it with the line of your. I have had it with you lying to the American people and selling this climate change bullshit as if it was really fact when it's a load of shit. Like when it's a load of shit and it's a hoax like the moon landing. I'll get into the moon landing another time, people. But climate change is a load of shit, just like it's a hoax, just like the moon landing was. Anyway, let's continue. Global warming is about as fake as a $3 bill, because if I go outside, I'm gonna freeze my balls off because it's so damn cold. Does that sound like global warming to you? No, you aren't fooling me, asshole. What the hell is that word? Everyone knows you're just a paid actor by the government. Everyone knows you're just a paid actor Oh, f- Everyone knows you're just a paid actor by the government to sell the stuff off as fact. So we act like sheep and bow down to liberal assholes like you. Well, I say no. I say no more lies, no more bow ties, and no more ass. Oh my god. How am I supposed to get this? No more, I say no more lies, no more bow ties, and no more science. Science goes against the Bible and Jesus, and that's wrong. Hey, I got a question for you, Bill. What came first, the science or the Jesus? And the answer is Jesus, you dumb Jesus is the truth and the only truth. You need Jesus in your life, but I sure ain't praying with you because it don't make sense to pray for the devil. Have fun burning in hell, because hell is the only place where global warming is happening. Sincerely, Pat Farley. And like I said, I spent a lot of time writing that letter, but now it's all damp and wet, and now I gotta probably write it again, because I'm not gonna be sending this through the mail because it could get ripped apart, and the ink could melt, and that's a problem. I'm really sorry. I can't brought down the fist of fury in a fit of anger, but I kind of hit the water can a little bit, and that was an accident. But hey, we all make accidents, and I think Jesus is very tolerant of accidents no matter what. But the accident that Jesus is not tolerant of is the accident that Bill Nye's parents made, which is Bill Nye. Bill Nye, this letter will be in your hands, motherfucker. And you can take that to the bank. Because I know, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know Bill Nye's address, but today's day and age you can find anything. But even, let's say hypothetically, I don't know where his address is, I can always send it to the gates of hell, because Lord, he's sure going there. And I hate praying for my enemies, but I'm really going to try hard, because anyone who is not a Republican is an enemy to me, and anyone who believes in climate change is a enemy to me, and anyone who constantly tries to refute the word of Christ is an enemy to me. But Jesus said to pray for your enemies and die. Damn it, damn it. That's what I'm gonna do. But if you're watching, Bill, if you can't read for some reason, which wouldn't blow my mind, because you're just a quack. You're a fucking quack. First of all, you're a phony. And I wouldn't be surprised if you can't read the back of a cereal box, okay? But if you can't read, here are some messages for you. First of all, I'm not going to take it anymore. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the American people aren't going to take it anymore. Second of all, climate change is bullshit. You cannot tell me. You cannot make me believe in climate change when you're just a f***ing ass. No, three. I want to see your degree. Okay? Just like I wanted to see Obama's birth certificate, which I think was forged, first of all, but that's a whole nother story. Show me the degree. Bill, show us the degree. I want you to get on live television. You have a TV show, so you have television connections, and I want you to hold that shit up right in front of the camera, and I want to have a document scanner there, like a real life professional document scanner like the FBI has, to scan if that's a real life document. This is what I hope for you guys to be taken. Bill Nye and non-believers in science. Science, dude. Science. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night. I don't care. Okay. But I'm really sorry that today's episode was a little heated, because I was just so pissed. So pissed. I'm a little pissed at God too, because he created someone like Bill Nye. I gotta go. I'll see you next week, people.